Hallo, ich bin der Videospieler und wir spielen weiter AGON, nicht den Mysterious Codex, das war der letzte Teil. Wir spielen The Lost Sword of Toledo. Wir sind in Spanien und gucken jetzt da die Musicbox an. Wir haben hier aus dem Kleidchen ist ein kleiner Brief rausgekommen. Wenn ich es jetzt nochmal aufziehe, wird wahrscheinlich nichts passieren mehr.
Indeed, it is a nice melody. Perhaps part of some well-known tune, but I have never heard it.
Ich denke, da fehlt mir noch das, was ich hier einstellen muss.
Locked. Perhaps some lumber room is inside. No, this is not the right key.
Hey Carmen. Ach, jetzt kann ich wieder mit dir reden.
Miss, you said, didn't you, that you know the melody the box plays?
Yes, I have heard it. It was my father's favorite song, but I don't know anything more about it.
Neither its title, nor the lyrics, nor... nothing?
I am ashamed, Professor, but no, really, nothing.
The music box must contain another compartment or compartments. Your father closed these off from prying eyes. Have you any idea what kind of code might help open the inner lid? We have 8 dials with 12 letters on each.
Oh, Professor, I have also seen those dials, but I have no idea what the right letters might be. You will help me find the solution, won't you?
Yes, of course. Miss Diaz-Palencia, the ballet dancer in the music box was concealing a letter. Your father wrote it, and you are the addressee.
Really? A letter?
I've read it, if you will forgive me.
Of course, Professor, don't apologize. I have no secrets, and I am happy you are trying to help.
Please read it. I believe Mr. Diaz-Palencia explains the strange legacy he left behind. Nevertheless, it does not make our situation any easier.
Okay, gehen wir mal
Mr.
raus.
Hunt, I've made some biscuits. Please have some. Take as much as you please. You will find the basket on the rim of the well.
Oh, thank you very much, Miss Diaz-Palencia.
Ja, also nehmen wir halt noch einen Cookie mit.
Who knows? Sometimes a few biscuits can do you good service.
Candelas. Ich gehe nochmal zurück. Ich bin mir sicher, da gibt's noch irgendwas. Oh, der kennt sich doch mit Musik aus.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, stranger. Have you got some money? Or at least something to eat? I am happy to play your tune in exchange.
Ich habe was zum Essen.
Yum! Fresh biscuits, eh? You can have 3 songs for this, sir. What shall I play for you?
What's your name, my man?
Domingo. Just like that. Domingo.
Well, Domingo, I don't know what to ask you to play. Play something the late Diez Palencia, the painter, would have liked.
Oh, I don't know, my dear sir, what he would have liked.
Well, anyway, play me a nice tune that's well known hereabouts.
As you please, sir. I promised 3 songs. Here you are. La Vidalita.
Das ist es nicht.
Pasear a caballo.
Das ist auch nicht. Ich muss mir aber nochmal anhören. Oh, das war's nicht.
Marceliano.
Nee. Ja, es reicht. Ich glaube, das war's nicht.
Thank you, Domingo. See you later.
May we have the good fortune to meet again, sir. Forgive me, sir, I am thirsty. I will have a drink in the restaurant. Come back later.
All right, Domingo. See you later.
Ich mache das jetzt einfach so lange, bis er einen richtigen
These
Song
biscuits
spielt.
are very popular today.
Hören wir uns das Ganze nochmal an. Ich bin nicht gut mit Musik. Okay, also das war garantiert keins von denen. Lass mal einfach nochmal spielen. Wenn er denn wieder da sitzt. Ja, ist ja da. Er ist da.
I have some more biscuits. Would you play more?
I'll take those. Of course I would. Shall I play more? Well then, here are 3 more well-known melodies. El Vals de las Hadas.
Wir hören jetzt einfach ein bisschen Musik.
Campanillas de viento. El Torre Almenara.
Ui.
Thank you, Domingo. See you later.
May we have the good fortune to meet again, sir. Forgive me, sir, I am thirsty. I will have a drink in the restaurant. Come back later.
All right, Domingo. See you later.
Diez Palencia. Also gut. Ich probiere es jetzt noch einmal und wenn es dann nicht der richtige Song dabei ist, dann weiß ich ja nicht.
You brought biscuits again? Do you want me to play for you again?
Yes, Inventar.
Thank you, sir. Here are 3 more well-known melodies. El Nenufar.
El Nenufar war das. Verdammt.
Amor se paga con amor. La barca de amor.
Das erste war's. Glaube ich.
Thank you, Domingo. See you later.
May we have the good fortune to meet again, sir. Forgive me, sir, I am thirsty. I will have a drink in the restaurant. Come back later.
All right, Domingo. See you later.
Okay. Das war... Also ich weiß jetzt theoretisch, wie das Lied heißt. Und ich hatte ja in diesem Raum lauter Bücher über mit Trompetenmusik und sowas. Gucken wir uns mal die Bücher an. Das ist so was anderes. nicht?
Useful reading.
Was ist das? Painting brauche ich nicht. Ich brauche Musik, würde ich sagen. Draco. Man könnte es aber mal angucken. Ob da eins nur heißt. Nein. Also. Hier ist auch noch ein Bücherregal. Da waren doch hier waren die Alozano. Ob 28. In dem Übungsbuch war irgendwas mit ob gestanden. Ob das was miteinander zu tun hat? Lozano. Ob 28. Anna 1899, Klasse 6. Das ist wieder 6. Gucken wir mal, was für Buchstaben wir haben. Also hier fängt es an. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also. Gucken wir mal, ob wir Lozano eingeben können. So. So ein G. Ich habe gedacht, es wäre ein O. So, was können wir hier eingeben? Vielleicht machen wir einfach mal die 6.
Yes, this will be the solution.
Okay, we've got it. What's this? Ooh.
Expensive jewelry. And a letter. I suspected that this box was not only playing pleasant tunes. Good to see you, Miss Diaz-Palencia. Look, I'm sure this will interest you.
My father's writing. Will you excuse me, Professor?
Of course, miss. I won't disturb you. I'll leave you. I'll be back soon.
So, wo muss ich jetzt hinlaufen?
No, it would not be polite to disturb the young lady. Her father's letter must have upset her.
Na gut, dann gehen wir halt mal raus. Gehen wir vielleicht mal Candelas.
Good afternoon, madam. My name is Hunt. I am a professor from England. Miss Carmen Diaz-Palencia sent me to you.
Good afternoon. Carmen sent you? Is she unwell, perhaps?
No, you don't need to worry. I am her friend. I would like to talk to you.
With me? Well, all right. Come inside, Mr. Hunt.
Madam, are you the widow of the late Mr. Candelas?
Yes, sir. My name is Isabel Candelas. My husband passed away quite a long time ago. And now my son, too. True, he has not died, but this is almost like death. You know, he has been imprisoned. Innocent.
Yes, I have heard the story from Miss Diaz-Palencia. Where is your son locked up?
For a few more days here at the police station at the Plaza San Pedro. But soon they will take him to the capital, and there it will be hopeless to try and prove his innocence. That coward Garcia de la Rica is an influential man, a well-known politician, and no one will say a word against him.
Madam, actually, I am in search of the AGON.
Sorry, sir, I don't know anyone by that name.
What kind of man is your son, Mrs. Candelas?
Francisco is my everything. He is honest. My late husband and I brought him up to be a great man. I am certain that Alonso Garcia de la Rica only wants to take revenge on the Candelas family with the charges he made up. He himself knows that my son is an honest man and would never do something like that. To steal from the man who gives him work, and to steal a sword that my husband gave that monster. Impossible. Francisco is innocent.
What is your son's job?
Francisco learned the smith's profession from his father, Carlos Candelas. The Candelas family is a famous line of master swordsmiths, Mr. Hunt. Although nowadays, beautiful swords or other fine works are not so easy to sell. My son could only make money from blacksmith work and repairs, just enough for the two of us. I don't know what I will do now that I'm so old.
Mrs. Candelas, could you tell me about your husband?
My husband, God bless him, was an excellent master. The last Candelas who could craft the famous blade of Toledo. Due to my father-in-law's international fame, the late Juan Candelas, the blade master, many people used to come to him, and they never left disappointed. However, he unexpectedly left us 2 years ago. The doctor could not exactly say what fatal disease took him.
Could you tell me what this lost sword looked like?
Of course I can, Mr. Hunt. For decades I saw it every day. It hung up there on the wall of our bedroom. It was a beautifully ornamented piece, with lots of ornamental curves, precious stones, and a perfect blade, which the famous blade master engraved his name on. It was one of Juan Candelas' best works. My father-in-law gave it to us as a wedding present. Well, yes, it was a long time ago.
If it is such a masterpiece and even a family heirloom, why was Alonso Garcia de la Rica given the sword?
Please, Mr. Hunt, don't ask me these questions. Those were confused times. That is, I don't know it myself. Something happened 4 years ago. Carlos was upset for weeks, had sleepless nights, and lost a lot of weight. But he did not talk about his trouble, however much I asked him. Then, suddenly, he announced to my son and me that he had lost a bet, and he had to give the beautiful weapon to Garcia de la Rica. I admit I never believed a word of his, but I knew him. There must have been a reason for his decision. I had to accept it. My son didn't argue with him either. He accepted it. He only told me once that if we had still had that sword, he would have asked for dear Carmen's hand. My dear treasure. They love each other so. But Francisco is just as proud as he is poor. Carmen is an angelic being. I know her well. She was still a baby when I became her nanny. Oh, what a beautiful baby she was. She heard Spanish from me for the first time. I considered her my daughter. She became a clever, smart girl, in that she takes exactly after her father. And she loves my son so much. And of course, he loves her too. My God, how happy I'd be if I saw them marry in this life. Salvador was a handsome man. Unfortunately, he died not so long ago. We will all pass away. He was reserved, sort of an artistic personality who turned women's heads even as an old man. My husband and he were good pals, even when they were children. And after the long trip to England, everything continued where they had left it years before. He and Carlos met a lot in the last years. They were good men. God bless them both. Mr. Alonso was both my husband's and the painter Diez Palencia's childhood friend. Today it is difficult to say this, but they were friends. Good friends, even as they got older. After Salvador returned from England, they were on friendly terms again. But Mr. Alonso was always on the margins of the business. The Garcia de la Rica family is very rich. Many politicians and other powerful men have descended from their line. But he was of a different nature than the other two. Years ago there was some family tragedy. Then he really broke down. Since then, he has only been concentrating on the city matters, instead of his own business. He has become a lonely and grumpy man, although I used to see him laugh when he was younger. Domingo, that musician beggar there in the square, he's always there, but I don't know him really.
Thank you, Mrs. Candelas, for answering my questions.
It was my pleasure, Mr. Hunt. You seem to be such a nice, honest person. You will take care of dear Carmen, won't you?
Of course. What's more, I'll see what I can do for your dear son.
Oh, I would be eternally indebted to you, Professor.
Okay, jetzt hat sie uns ihre Lebensgeschichte erzählt. Das hat jetzt lang genug gedauert. Ich sage dann für heute tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Video später.
Und damit sind wir am Ende dieses Videos angelangt. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, ich habe noch jede Menge mehr Videos in meinem Kanal. Schaut rein, abonniert, unterstützt mich finanziell auf Patreon, würde mich freuen. Tschüss und vielen Dank.